I've said on multiple occasions that this year's draft has a deep pool of talent. I've said that there wasn't any head and shoulders prospects who were exponentially better than their counterparts. Well, I kinda lied. What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly Philly, the podcast. So, before I get into exactly how I lied, let me explain why I lied. The talent at this position was almost guarded, to be honest. The group I'm talking about are the cornerbacks. I've been watching a lot of tape on this group and got lost on three guys: Kaiir Elam, Andrew Booth, and Derek Stingley. So let's get to work. My lowest ranked of the three is going to be 6 foot Clemson Tiger Andrew Booth Jr. Booth gives you an aggressive, almost chippy type player with a very good understanding of route concepts and how to read the QB's eyes. He has very good size and length to line up outside and compete with the bigger wide receivers. You match that with his good mechanics, his back pedal, his smooth hip movement, and that speed that he has to close the gaps. It allows Booth to kind of keep the targets that have a little bit more speed on them in front of him. But, and there's always a but, when beat over the top by said quicker guys, Booth doesn't have the top end speed to recover. So if he gets beat, he's kind of lost in the sauce. He has also been exposed by a lot of double moves, some quick comebacks. He has to give up some space, and offenses attack that with the quicker guys once they realize he's going to give you that little bit of a cushion, so he makes sure he doesn't get beat over the top. My next guy is one Kaiir Elam of Florida. Kaiir has a unique combination of size and speed that will most likely leave scouts drooling this offseason. Now, I will say he's being a bit disrespected by scouts right now. I know Florida has produced some great prospects, but Kaiir is no different. He's 6'2" and just south of 200 pounds. Elam brings that aggression. He got great technique, and he'll bring that to your secondary. He likes to put his hands on his target. He has that recovery speed to make up for a little bit of an over-aggression at the line. Sometimes he can catch up to even those quicker receivers, even at his size. Elam just uses the sideline with the best of them, which, in my opinion, this allows for him to be a premier outside corner in the NFL. Now, he's not the most consistent tackler, but it's not from a lack of willingness. He is a guy that, again, he is very aggressive. He's going to go down there and he's going to try and lay a hit stick on somebody. But look, no one's perfect, right? So I do want to see him become a little bit more of a factor in the run game. He needs to learn a little bit more about leverages to avoid blocks when becoming a run defender. But overall, he's there, in my opinion. A little to work on, but I love what this kid has been over his college year. I know last year he was a little bit banged up. Even when he was playing, he was a little bit banged up. But the talent is there, the size is there, the measurables and the intangibles are both there for Kaiir Elam, and I feel like he's been kind of slept on. I think a lot of names, being able to play last year became a little bit sexier and a little bit hotter than Kaiir Elam, but I am still on the Kaiir Elam train. Now, lastly, we have Derek Stingley Jr. Look, 6'1", 195, he's got the size, he's got the strength, he's got the technique, he has it all. Stingley could have been a top 15 pick last year, if we're being 100% honest. He's the prototypical man corner, but he has some versatility. He's played slot corner, he's played box safety. The only thing I can really negatively say is when you are a player who wants to be so aggressive and push the receiver around, you have a higher chance of getting calls against you, right? We've seen this, and I was saying this with Patrick Surtain with J.C. Horn. They were able to, overcome it with great technique and being able to look back at the ball when they felt the ball was in the air, so they weren't getting those calls. But at the end of the day, he is a bit handsy, but that can be covered up with good football IQ. So, and another negative I can say about him is that he did get smoked by Devontae Smith.
Coverage, great coverage. The one-handed, the two-handed, unbelievable.
Well, he got his 200 back.
So it'd be nice to keep him on this side, then he won't get smoked by anyone, right? But I love this kid. I really do feel like this kid is the best in the class. I think he's been the best in the class since he was a true freshman, and I don't think that that's a stretch saying that. I think they went as saying that he is the best prospect to go to LSU. I've one of the greatest prospects, not just players. So like they said that his true freshman year, obviously he missed a year. Obviously he was banged up sometime, but at the same time, he is that guy. This is a guy I am going all in if you can get. But look, in conclusion, I know a lot of people are talking about a lot of different guys at the cornerback spot, but these are my top guys. And if I'm being honest, I'm ready. I'm really considering grabbing 2 in the first round if possible. Philadelphia has not had a young secondary in a very long time. This draft, you can rectify it. So I want to see that happen. But you guys let me know. What do you think? Do you think that the Eagles should go ahead and grab 2 of these top guys? Do you think there's somebody else? I know Mod Sars Gardner is probably going to be, floating around in the comments. But who do you think are the top 3 cornerbacks? These are my guys. Y'all let me know. Other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out here. Peace!
Everywhere. This is for you.
Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do him in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.